very tough spot here for the offense to start. Eifert, the man in motion. Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Second down following the run. From his own goal line, Stafford. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. Corey Coleman. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown! Corey Coleman, 96 yards. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, a conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, pump the ball away, but no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And right away, he lost the football. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now this offense ready to take over again. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Well, you want to talk about a guy that just swarms to the ball defensively. Javon Kearse, he kind of wrote the book on it.
He certainly did. It's almost like he has those blocks that sprinters use that he comes out of at the snap of the football, and he just takes off and goes, and that's why he can make those types of plays in the offensive backfield.
This will be caught at about the 3. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there, really nice play because it gives him a little bit of room to complete it.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. They come out here in the eye. They'll run for it with Peterson. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Adrian Peterson taking it in from 2 yards out. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll come out in the pistol. They go play action here on first down. And Green with a catch left side. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And that's the kind of pass that adds up over time, Brandon. You may not have picked up a first down there, but if you keep chipping away at it, eventually big plays may result.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain, and it's second down. So 2nd and 10 here.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about a different style of running in order to get this guy going.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. On first down, they stick with Bush. And he's got room. 20. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown. Packers. Reggie Bush, 47 yards. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. And he puts it through. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now back out comes the offense. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, second down. So the three-time Pro Bowler Javon Curse with a tackle there.
And you get selected for that game because you are a consistently dominant performer. And that's what he is. They always think about him being a pass rusher, but he can play the run as well, a guy that you just have to game plan for every week.
He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough third down.
For me, that's an example of why offensive linemen might want rearview mirrors at times, because you have your assignments to block, but if you can see what's going on in the backfield and maybe the guy carrying the ball is headed in another direction, it might change what you do up front. But if they can't see that and he's not in sync with what they're doing up front, well, this is when you end up with plays like this. A bad one for the offense, a really good one for the defense.
They'll come out in the pistol. On first down, Stafford here. It's complete to Chris Conley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target. Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
Now it's Stafford surveying the field. He sets to fire. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Terrell Pryor, 43 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And he'll bang that one through. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. On second down, here's Henry. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Malcolm Jenkins up to make the stop.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game. I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
They come out with one back and three tight ends. Derrick Henry, 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They'll try and run for the first with Bush. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. So here we go. Elway on 4th down. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
It's caught at the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. A gain of 35 that time. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal. Again, we'll see the pistol here. The pigskin on the 7-yard line now. It's 1st and goal. On the run, it's Bush. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Reggie Bush as the first half is winding down. And the Packers are back within a score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Tyreek Hill on the return. And with the new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. And here now the offense heading back out there. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Stafford finding time. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He's got time. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of the... Jeez, they don't even want to let their guys get a drink of water. All right, 3rd quarter. Let's get to it. Set to return. This is Brandon Cooks. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Bush on the toss. Always got some breathing room. And he cuts it right sideline. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. And even 50 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. Henry, the lone man in the backfield. He's going to get the football. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. A give. This is Bush. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
On 3rd down, Elway. And this is caught. It's Cooper. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And on display right there, the arm that made John Elway a lot of money.
And that's going to leave a mark because when he throws it with that much force, one of the best arms the game has ever seen, one of the strongest ones, it does leave a mark. They actually called it the Elway cross because you could see the imprint on a player after he caught one of those bullet passes. Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn?
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Reggie Bush from 6 yards away. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Now Prater to add the PAT. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Javon Curse in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. He's got time in the pocket. Pryor has it complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. In the completion, nice throw, nice catch, but Charles, big thanks goes to the men up front.
They allowed the quarterback to throw out of the rocking chair, so to speak. Plenty of time to survey the field and find an open man.
Stafford now to throw. He's got the hook up with Conley. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. They run again with Peterson. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. First down, here's a run with Peterson. Oh, no, he lost the football. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
Pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Time running out here on the play clock. From the shotgun, Elway. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back. And that's caught inside the 35. That one goes for 34 yards. And that leads to a Green Bay first. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl?
A.J. Green. Touchdown, Packers. A.J. Green, 31 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead.
Well, we've seen some lead changes, and it certainly appeared that one of these squads was in full control of the game, but that's not the case after that touchdown.
Yeah, they erase a 2 TD deficit here to grab the lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And last time, the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Peterson alone in the backfield. Here's Stafford now on second down. Surveying the field. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcel Darius in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on third.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
Chris Conley, the intended receiver, and it brings up fourth down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone looked to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue. Yeah,
but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Derrick Henry taking it in. And the Packers add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, and the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Leonard Williams in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Third and long. It's Stafford finding time. He's going to let it fly. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot.
Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Packers are going to win this football game. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1 that was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Touchdown, Packers! Antonio Brown from 3 yards out. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
you to be my lead, don't have to take it undercover, just under the bells are ringing, people singing, rice is throwing flower, bringing ting-a-ling-a-ling, the honeymoon is when we going, and I take you to a place that you didn't even know exists. What's your wish? Dinner at the Eiffel Tower in Paris.
Shot is in the basement party, yeah. Turn it to the greatest party, yeah. Never see my baby coming. Just once, and we went up, yeah. And my love a tripping, yeah. Now I feel my body drifting, yeah. Baby girl, she got me lifted, am I tripping? Excuse her while she kisses the sky. Excuse her while she kisses the sky.
We are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it. Caleb Sturgis now to do the honors and get us started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. To throw is Elway. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, partner, that was not a good omen right there. The very first play from scrimmage, and you just want to give yourself a nice, simple throw and hopefully get yourself into a rhythm. That is the last thing you're expecting. And now you put your defense in a tough spot right from the word go.
26.
First carry for Carlos Hyde. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was...
And a loose football. And he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. He's at the 40, past the 20. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yard.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And now out come the Steelers. Here's Hyde as they begin on the ground. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackle was there right away for a loss of yardage.
His throw incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target. 3rd down here.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, ball's out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback, and he said everything they did was on the count system. So when he took a snap, he counted in his head for certain routes, different time frames for each one, and he knew if the ball wasn't out of his hand at that point, he'd better eat it because the play was dead.
They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And it is incomplete. The surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They'll come out in the pistol. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball. There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Carlos Hyde, 31 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out.
And that's why defense coordinators always preach 11 guys to the ball. Because sometimes you have a missed tackle, but if you have a swarm of guys around, less room for them to run even after the first missed tackle. In this case, tackle is missed, plenty of open field to get after that.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll hand it off to Bush. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
That play definitely goes down as a win for the defense as they were able to get there and tackle him for a loss. But you just got the sense that the runner kept looking for a space to turn upfield, and it kept getting strung out towards the sidelines before the defense finally finished him off.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Here's Elway to throw. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Hyde, the lone man in the backfield. He'll get the football here. And an alley to run. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
That was another good run, and he's having an excellent day. And right now, I don't think his team could have any more confidence in handing him the football.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. They'll come out in the pistol. Again, it's Hyde. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Fresh set of downs here.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Rodgers to throw on second down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Jordan Reed has it. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
They were full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. Vontaze Burfict, the one to get him down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
That one goes for 24 yards.
When big runs occur, sometimes there's a sense that things were pretty easy, and that one carried him down inside the 10. But getting into the end zone now, that won't be easy at all because you're going to face different defenses and not as much real estate to work with. Will they be able to run it, or will they have to throw it in order to try and score?
They'll run. Hyde. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Carlos Hyde with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see. Now this offense ready to take over again. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
In motion left comes Brown. They fake the give. Now Elway. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rob Ninkovich in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Man in motion right, Antonio Brown. Play action. Elway. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And that last drive, it was all about the ground. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Jordan Reed from 10 yards out. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And he knocks it through. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. And now back out comes the offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. he's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. And this is caught. First catch by Brandon Marshall. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now Thomas will come in motion right. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Throws left side, complete to Brandon Marshall. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. In motion right is Thomas. On second down, it's Drake. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now Rodgers. And that's caught by Beasley. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, this from 53. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will swell the lead to 16. So a field goal here, they're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. In motion right is Brown. Final play of the half. It's Elway. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And unable to connect on the long pass. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
It's a gain of 17 that time. And that'll be good for a Pittsburgh first. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Another pistol look here. Hyde, the lone man in the backfield. And he motions the wide receiver. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. That's caught. It's Thomas. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And now the offense operates in the red zone.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football. He's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him Bebe, the nickname his uncle gave him back in the day. This will be caught at about the 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. They'll run for it with Hyde. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Carlos Hyde taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back lightly as he...
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. In quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Brown, the lone receiver, left.
Here we go.
Now a play fake here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rob Ninkovich able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. Elway. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. The 30. Touchdown! Amari Cooper taking it in. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
Now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready. Great example right there.
Now high. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
That one goes for 24 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On 2nd down, high. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Rodgers going to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. He goes underneath the Drake. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And as a result, possession switches hands. And here now the offense heading back out there. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack. And
my goodness, another interception. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
And the play clock running down, so Mike Tomlin burns a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. first down, Drake. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On play action, now Rodgers. And Reed with it over the middle. Back now in Baltimore. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Rodgers. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Javon Curse in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain here down to the 22. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's the sack master, Justin Houston, who comes up with it. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now is foul ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And quickly, they get to the line. Here's Elway to throw. Antonio Brown, kiss him goodbye. And all the way in for the touchdown. Antonio Brown, 70 yards. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
And it's good, so that will get them back within 1 score. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And the wideout in motion. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Rodgers trying to lay one up deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. He hits Beasley right side. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So the offense has it 1st and 10. In motion, the tight end Reed. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And he motions the wide receiver. Right back to Drake. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Now a stoppage here. We'll get another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. To throw is Rodgers. And that's caught by Beasley. The 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Cole Beasley, 59 yards. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Turn up. I'm breaking in. I'm at the pearly gates, but they won't let it in. I told the devil, I said, I ain't trying to sin, yeah. I ain't trying to sin, yeah. Pray to the Lord that he let me in. I'm breaking in.
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game, and you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
And that's how you get started and open up a game. Really well-blocked play. Picked up a nice chunk of yardage. If you're the offensive line, that's exactly what you've talked about all week long in your meetings. Establish a line of scrimmage and take control. And they gave their running back plenty of room to rumble.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but, boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
7 yards remain now on 3rd down. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They get it off in 1. Elway throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Play clock winding down. Now Elway to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Let's go.
From the red zone now, Elway on, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Antonio Brown, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible, or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
That's fielded in the end zone. And last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. On first down, Stafford here. He completes it to Julio Jones. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. The left side completion to Jones. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Back to the air. Stafford on second down. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. On first down, it's Stafford. And Jones has it over the middle. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7.
This offense is in rhythm now, just accumulating first downs and moving the ball downfield.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now a play fake here on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Charger, Eric Weddle. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take...
We'll show you just how we get down. And just to even up the score, we're coming kicking down your door.
Y'all never played fair, so tell me why now should we care? Queen Bee told y'all a long time ago that we run the atmosphere. Did we build that? Yeah. Do we own it. We even in the studios running playback. Shout out to Airman Sally, the young guards, all the G's like us. Yeah, we go hard. See, this is how we feel to be a champion. We might fall down, but we never run. You wouldn't need it if you knew what we overcome.